All right, guys. Thank you for coming out. Links are in the description if you're looking for the ASIC miners. I'll see you on the next one. Rabid. Oh, I'm just kidding, guys. Wow, what kind of live stream would that be, huh? What do you think's going on here? Anyway, how you guys doing? It is Saturday. We are live. I'm going to talk about some things. I also seen that Dragonball released another one, the A40, which is strictly a lithium, which also kind of proves that the A11 that they had is indeed separate hash boards that can mine two different things. It's not a chip that can, mine separate things. We'll look at that in a minute here, but always remember, guys, ASICs are application-specific integrated circuit, not multi circuit integrated crap like that. So, and in Bitmain's case, obviously, sometimes, they're designed for an algorithm. Sometimes they can't even mine the other coins on that algorithm. They may just be coin specific, as we do know with E9 Pros were locked for quite some time. And then, they do some other things where they only work on certain pools. And, Bitmain does some crazy things when it comes down to it. But anyway, guys, continuing on, let's do a roll call. See what we got in the house here. Oh, right off the get-go, Fudweiser. All right, nailed it. We got Miss. Oh,
Rud Potts is in the house, mining with nuclear power. Rud Potts.
He's in here. Hope, yeah, button's off. I'm not having a crazy weird voice anymore. Amber Chasm, what is happening? Ogre MGTOW. First time 13 Black Hat team. What is happening? Boteg Solo Miner. What is that? Tony Magna. GPU mining forever. All in on the GPUs. Not much action happening today. What's going on? Where is everybody? Everyone's hiding out. We got 43 viewers in the Tubester. 11 likes. Hit that like button, guys, and maybe some people will show up. We got Panhandler Mining. What is happening? Over in the Twitch there, Fudweiser all by himself. We do not see a Scafer. What's happening? Where's Scafer hiding? Where's Scafer? Scafer, where you at? And obviously the Kickster is not looking too hot right now. If I jump in over to here, we do see a few people hanging out in the Xter as well. So that's pretty awesome here. Now I got to do a refresh because every time I check that, all my other chats disappear and I have a leg spike. So there, bam, bam, in, open, open. All right, so what do you guys want to start with? Let's talk about something, I guess. Let's start with maybe prices. Cryptocurrency prices not looking too hot. I do see someone see historical bad month here. So J-Rod D does say, nice day to watch the market crash. LOL. Historical bad month, though. You guys, it all depends how you look at it. Again, we're not in a bull market yet. A lot of people say, oh, we're in a bull market. Bitcoin at an all-time high. I feel that's 100% ETF manipulation, and we're not in a bull market at all. We're still in the bear market. Bull market, I do believe we're going to start seeing Bitcoin sometime mid-December this year. Will start really ramping up, and we haven't seen anything yet. So in theory, by this coming down, I'm just saying we're watching the springs compress harder than they've ever pressed before. And when they release, we're going to see some pretty crazy movement in the market. And when that bull run does fully hit, boom, things are going to be insane. Next year is going to be an absolutely insane year. But for the most part, yeah, look at that. For about 2-3 weeks here, we can see Bitcoin is pretty much going down and everything usually because of it. Helium seems to be doing the opposite here, which is interesting. Did a new miner announce for Helium? That's the only thing that usually causes an uptrend. Am I right or am I right? Come on, look at Kaspa. Bitcoin's going down. Everyone's pumped about Kaspa. Kaspa continues to go up. But guess what happened? Oh, look at Bitmain has a new miner. Oh, Iceriver has a new miner. Price is going up. Well, Bitcoin's going down. Now, there's no new miners allowed. We're actually seeing Kaspa start to follow the trend here because, no magic manufacturer pumps is happening. So continuing on, Nervous is looking like it's, doing a little bit as well. That's not too shabby. Flux is coming up and sideways a bit. That looks like, a lot of people are using their Flux proof of useful work stuff in the testing mode right now. I don't know if Windows works. I tried to set up for Windows, absolutely broken. Linux sounds like it's working though, so hopefully that does something. Who cares about Turbo? That's a stupid meme coin. Helium. Radiant's another one, guys. Look at this. We are seeing some nice price action on Radiant. We're obviously going to look at that in a minute here. What else we got? We got Ironfish coming up a bit, so that's nice. Don't care about those. Aeon kind of doing something. Kyla coin is slowly making grounds as well, so that's also interesting. What's our TM at? Kind of coming down a little bit. All right, so we pretty much went through everything. Market's crashing. I still think we're going to have an amazing bull market, altcoin season. It's going to be some fun times. Now, where's Radiant? The price is looking pretty freaking awesome on Radiant, obviously. If you're holding Radiant or looking for the miners, you probably have a big fat smile on your face. So let's take a look at this. Radiant past 7 days, right at the announcement stage here is boom, 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 boom. We're sitting at 0.0018. So if we go to the all-time high here, that's what, 0.0073. So we only have to go up another 400% to smash. Actually, no, that'd be going a little far there, but we only need what, 0.2, not very much to actually hit that all-time high. So it's pretty crazy here. What is the actual volume? Let's take a look at RXD volume, how much money is flowing in and out of the exchanges here. We do have, oh my gosh, look at this. So MEXC is rocking 574,000. We got 300,000 happening on CoinX. TradeOver is at 33. We got XT here rocking 175. So there is some nice volume going back and forth there. Difficulties picking up, obviously, because we got some ASIC testing on the horizon. So yeah, ASIC testing. Iceriver drops their freaking home miner, the RX0. You guys order any of these? You guys getting any of these? What are your guys' thoughts on this whole situation? The Pirate CPU mine is still doing fine. Yes, I believe it is. I'm still just rocking the old Spectre mode. All in RXD now. So made channels all in for the RXD. What else we got? Ninja Kid, sup? Ninja Kid. Got my RX0 yesterday, made the first batch. Oh, you got your order, and I thought you already had it at your house. Like, what? How did you pull off such magical things? But you got your order in yesterday. Sounds good. Made the first batch. Awesome. First batch is set to ship September 20th to 30th. So that's the other interesting thing here. It's set to ship pretty soon. And I'm seeing a lot of Twitter posts about, there are 2 entities on board. Was Iceriver one of them? That's really hard to say because, as we know, just before they start shipping is when they start putting that hash on. And if you're unfamiliar with Elysium, they announced it, a month or so before they were supposed to start shipping, and they didn't even have a working model yet. They're still working with pools and stuff to get it going. So I don't think there were 2 or 3 entities or anything on board for Radiant. I do believe it was the one single Dragon miner entity that was the 6-month processing. Dragonball might have caught word that Iceriver has been working on it, and that might have forced their hand to finally release them, because if not, it's kind of interesting, because what if Iceriver wasn't going to announce this? Could there possibly have been another month or 2 of the entity continuing to control Radiant? That's very well could. So did Iceriver possibly force the hand of them to release it, because all of a sudden, bam, they came out of nowhere, and then bam, Iceriver the next day said this? But again, I don't think Iceriver was in fact doing that. We'll probably start seeing Iceriver testing any day now, because he should be shipping soon. But keep in mind, again, with Elysium, they didn't really have any working models up until like a week before they finally shipped. Like, it was last minute when they finally got their miners working at the pools and stuff, and then beginning to ship them out. So that's why I don't really think Iceriver was part of the whole entity thing, but we never know. Again, speculation, because we don't have the information on it. But it's very interesting to see how this plays out. Now let's look at the Dragonball Z miner. So here it is. So originally it came out Radiant 3 terahash and Elysium 1.1 terahash. And everyone's like, well, how can I mine 2 coins? And someone was saying back in like 2014 or 15 or sometime long time ago, there was actually an ASIC release that could mine Bitcoin and Litecoin at the same time. And it does turn out, though, obviously, if you know anything about ASICs and stuff and chips, it is dedicated for each algorithm, and this is definitely looking like it's most likely different hash boards, which is what we thought from the first place. And now that we have numbers and basing that on their latest miner, the Dragonball A40, which is 3.3 terahash at 1600 watts, come into this now. Look at this. 1.1 terahash. You just divide what they had here by 3, that equals 1.1. So we worked out the numbers, the price, to see how efficient and costs and stuff of this miner here, which we'll look at in a second. But it looks like this is probably 1 hash board of Elysium and maybe 2 or 3 hash boards of Radiant inside of it. We don't know. You can fit about 4 hash boards depending on the size and the cooling and stuff they want to put into the heat sinks and stuff. But it's at least 3 to 4 hash boards. One of them is the Elysium hash board. So that's very interesting. So now that we kind of have some numbers and hash boards and stuff, I worked it out. And I don't know if you guys see my tweet when I tried doing this. So here it does look like that the Elysium board is about 533 watts each. So if we calculated just the Radiant power consumption here. It's using about 1,767 watts just for Radiant. That's still the least efficient miner for Radiant at a 1.81 gigahash per watt of power that you're using, where Iceriver's RX0 is coming in at both in green here. The cheapest price per gigahash, which means the fastest ROI. On top of that, it's also the most efficient Radiant miner there is. So you're getting the cheapest miner for the hash rate that you're getting on top of the most efficient, which is still only 100 watts for home miners. This thing, in terms of Radiant, obviously a lot of you guys are starting to get bullish on it. Me personally, I don't really care about the coin. It's all about miners and profitability. And right now, Iceriver is blowing away Dragonballs by being the cheapest as well as being the most efficient here. And here we can see, like, if you're paying the A11 for this, you're spending $3.12 per gigahash that you're actually using here, and you're only a gigahash to watt ratio of getting 1.39 gigahash per watt of power that you use, where here you're getting 2.6 gigahash for every watt of power. So it's very, very interesting there. Now, coming into the Aletheum side of the new Dragonball A40, we can see for 5280, I just want to make sure I had that right. Is that the right price? 5280? What do we got here? 5280? Yeah, 5280. Plus GST and shipping and all that other stuff here. But for 5280, 3.3 terahash, 1600 watts. This is actually the cheapest currently now a lithium miner for the price to gigahash. So it's actually $1.60 per gigahash for Gold Shell at A2 box. They actually did good for once at 1.69, but it's still coming in. Long-term mining, it's bad. It is still the worst in efficiency here, where it's coming in slightly better than Gold Shell's AL box 2 plus, which is 2. This is 2.062. So it's pretty much the exact same efficiency as Gold Shell. And then it is coming in a slight bit cheaper than Gold Shells here, but we can see the efficiencies of other ones like the AL0. Obviously, it's going to last longer because of the efficiency numbers there, and it's actually not that much more expensive in terms of per gigahash, but still, this is kind of what the numbers are looking like if you want to compare all the miners together. You know, I like to bring this forward because a lot of people don't really look at this side of things, what you're getting, you know, cost per, you know, your hash rate and what you're actually getting out of your hardware. So this is nice to just kind of give you those numbers and give you an idea of what they are. So let's just go to the live chat, see what you guys are talking about here. Anybody at, I see a bunch of what's up at Rabid Mining. CPU mine still doing good. We mentioned that earlier. Need 0.28 RXD to retire 0.28. That's crazy. What do you think? What do you think Radiant's gonna hit? Is it gonna pass Bitcoin? Is it gonna flip Bitcoin? We'll see what happens there. How long till I still got that stupid heart? How long to the OC firmware for the RX0? Oh yeah, that's the other major thing. I always forget to mention this, and some people in the comments, I think it's you, Frank Bizagatti, that always brings it up, and I always forget. The other major thing that Iceriver's have for you is that PB Farmer firmware. Obviously, he works on these things. The Aletheum overclocking firmware is going to be released. I want to say very soon. I don't know how soon, but it does look like he's getting it working right now. There's screenshots in my Discord of it working. But yeah, you can actually take these and overclock them even more. Yes, your efficiency numbers will drop, but then you're getting even more. You know, that'll bring your price to gigahash actually down even more, making for a faster ROI. And obviously, first come, first serve when it comes to overclocking. It's something you would like to do early on because you want to get as many coins as possible for that pump before it does die off by the next bear market. Yes, Radiant and every other altcoin will be dead again as soon as their main pump happens. Don't be tricked that it's going to be the next Bitcoin and have a full bull run. It's not. These are all altcoins. Kaspa follows in the same category. We're just going to see some major fast pumps, and then they're going to be dead again. So you want to get as many coins ready for that pump process, because that's what it's all about, trying to cash in at the right time on the 4-year cycles here. So coming in, RX0 here, you can overclock these. Obviously, when the hash rate starts picking up quite a bit, you'll also be able to reduce that. So you'll be able to drop your voltages and bring those efficiency numbers up even more, giving you a lot more control over your ASIC miner. And another thing, I don't know if some of you guys watched, is with the Dragonball, it doesn't matter if it's the A11, A40, it's not user-friendly. They're a loud ASIC miner, and they're like the Coal Engine P2s, where they don't have a dashboard. You cannot just go to the IP, log in and stuff, unless they change it for these ones. But looking previously on Voscoin's videos there, of when he first got their Dragonball Kaspa miner, you actually had to install the Windows software in order to talk to the ASIC. And it's probably in Chinese. If you remember the P2 Coal Engine, when I showed you guys how to set that thing up, you actually had to go into it, and it was all in Chinese. You kind of had to convert some things over to English. Some things did convert on their own if you got the right version, and so on. But it was a headache for a lot of people. So they're not user friendly, and they're the most expensive and worse in efficiency. So bottom line, they're losing it for everything here. But again, Iceriver comes in and it kind of makes the savior for the home miners. Now, should you actually buy these miners? Let's take a look at some profitability based on the current prices and everything. Where do we got my sheets? I think I got it under ASICs. Is it under my ASICs? Where we got ASICs? Where you at? ASICs. Here we go. Scrolling down to the ASICs. Keep on scrolling on down. Keep on. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Here we go. Radiant. So yeah, the top number here. So let's take a look. It's gonna be hard for you guys to see it. I can't make it smaller. I wish I could make this a lot smaller so that I can have it bigger on the screen. Well, I might be able to do it on this one. No, it still kind of cuts some out. Anyway, so let's take a look at all the current prices here to see what the profitability is looking like and what it could look like. Oh my gosh, look at the spike, guys. This thing is just climbing like crazy. 0.0018. So we're just going to jump in here. 0.0018 on RXD. 0.0018. Is that what it is? Yeah. And then I just want to copy all these over. Let's just come into here. Copy. All right, we're going to put in all the current prices here. Update all that. Awesome. Now, I do need to update the current. Okay, what's the network hash rate at? 268 terahash right now. So 268. 268. Oh, what the heck? Is that right? Oh, it went down. Shipping is starting. Shipping must be starting. It was over 300 the other day. Now it's only 268. So this is gonna fool us quite a bit here, because now it's a lot lower than what it was. So now it's making even more. So the Dragonball miner here, based on it, on just RXD alone at current price, is $198 a day. It's pretty crazy. $198 currently on Radiant alone. Now, if we add in a lithium there, what's a lithium looking like for miners? Let's go into a lithium. Lithium right now is sitting at 7.64 petahash, 7.64. Ooh, it's going up more and more in a way. 7.64. All right, so that's down. It dropped $1 there because of the hash rate going up. But what is the current price? $1.63. That's down a bit. All right, so it's looking like between the two, that's about $208 a day. Remember, guys, this is with none on the net. Well, there's some on the network because we can see Dragonball's bending over Radiant severely and severely destroying the hash rate there themselves. But it looks like some are starting to come off, probably for shipping and things like that. So it's interesting. But remember, when you look at things, this is before they're all shipped out. It does sound like there's about 200 units that are available of these. So we're shooting down all the way to here right out of the get-go. And based on the network, based on when 200 of these go online, that's going to drop it down to $58 a day. So right now, on just Radiant, remember, that's just Radiant, $58 a day. Right now, it's saying it's $198 a day. So 200 of these ship and get turned online. That goes from $198 a day in Radiant alone down to $58 a day. And now we also have Icerivers that are going to ship, and there's probably thousands of them out there. So I don't even know what the hash rate's going to be at that point. Probably close between. It'll be between this $200 to $500 mark. So the first week or two will probably be already down. And that's with the price pumped right now. $198 all the way down to only $28. That's pretty insane. That's a huge drop. That's a huge drop before anybody even gets these miners to their house, that when they all turn them on at the same time, that's what it's going to look like. It's a pretty crazy drop here. Now let's kind of look at the AL or the RX0. So the RX0 currently right now, we do have to adjust this back down to the current hash rate, which is 268, which is down. Bam. So now currently this thing is looking like $16.10 right now is what the RX0 is doing. But then again, like I said, there's going to be at least 200 online. So that's already dropping day one down to $4.72. Now that's actually not too bad. If you really think about it, you're spending about the same amount as, you know, a 4070 Ti or something like that, I guess. And it's only using 100 watts. So you're getting a super efficient piece of hardware that's making over $4 a day at 200 of these online. Obviously, that's going to continue the drop. As more and more batches come down, it's going to look bad. And then again, if it comes between the 2 and 500 mark, that $4.72 is going to drop down to $2.30. But again, will Radiant continue to keep pumping? Will it hit its all-time high? That's the numbers we really got to worry about, because we like to look into the future. You know, it's not about the coin. I could care less what's going on with the coin and any coin for that matter. We're thinking about future possibilities, altcoins, and things like that. So now we got to decide what type of price do we think Radiant could hit when it hits its pump. So that's where I'm bringing it to you guys. Don't be biased. Don't be anything. What do you guys seriously got? You guys in all the live chat there, what do you seriously think Radiant could hit at the peak of this bull run? Is it going to hit its all-time high? Could it go higher than its all-time high? What do you guys figure? Right here is its previous all-time high, 0.0073. Now, they do have a great assets. A lot of people like the assets that Radiant is, you know, bringing to light, and how you can make your own GPU mining tokens and things like that, as some of the tech did do. But everybody just hates the way the entity did do everything. But long term, you know, say 6 months down the road when everyone kind of forgot about this, what do you think the altcoin season pump could be? And it's not going to last long. Like, how long did this pump last when it last went? So it started like right here pretty much. So January, February, March, April. So April 5th, it started. It peaked at the 15th. So it was a 10-day pump. A 10-day pump, and then it's done. So remember, guys, if you see a coin pump for a week to two, be ready. You know, some coins pump for 2 weeks, some pump for a month straight. But after you see something pumping for a solid week plus, be ready, because it might be getting close to the high. This Radiant only lasted here. Oh, that was 2023. So this wasn't actually, I wouldn't even actually really consider this a pump, really. It could go way above this, actually, because this is 2023. It hasn't seen a bull run yet. So that's insane. I'm guessing, could we see 2 or 3 cents plus? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let's see what you guys think. 6 cents. We got J-Rod thinking 6 cent RXD. You know, that's very well possible. Easy 5X, 100 mil minimum. When Bitmain joined the game, Candy Yang along. Hey, Layla, what's happening here? Miss you. What do we got here? Wait until the hash goes crazy. Bad when only one miner. Bad when miners release. Hard to win. I couldn't control the entity. Had we changed? Oh, that's artist Toshi right there. Okay, let's see. Okay, what's he saying here? Wait until the hash goes crazy. Bad when only one miner. Bad when miners release. Hard to win. I couldn't control the entity. Had we changed this convo, wouldn't even have happened. Yeah, I don't, like, none of us know what's going on in the background. Like, it was only like 4 people that had contact with the entity. So, like, I don't know. I know there's a lot of people talking in Discord. Like, I know you guys really wanted ASIC miners on the network, and an easy switch could have easily been, you know, just move over to K Heavy Hash for all the Bitmain and Iceriver ASICs, or move over to Script, which is very popular with a lot of home miners, and there's a lot of available miners that people use, like L7s, soon to come the L9s, maybe those weirdo hash blades if they ever do release, and then, you know, L3 pluses and stuff. So there's lots of other options instead of having this one person like just take over the network. But again, who knows? But the point here is, yes, now these ASICs are here. It's seeing a pump, and for some reason, I don't know why I thought this was last bull run, but this isn't. This is actually 2023 with pure bear market action here. So we're going to see some interesting price gain, I think, happen in that altcoin season. And I just want to go through some numbers quick. So I do see a 6 cents. Does everyone else agree? 6 cent plus? What else do we think Radiant could hit, just so we can punch in some new numbers here? 6 cent. Radiant to $1. RXD to $1. That's freaking huge. That'd be insane and freaking awesome. I got a nice bag of Radiant from a long time ago coming in. So, you know, Radiant to $1 would be pretty freaking nice. Layla mining. Who is Bitmain? No one knows. It's just, who's Bitmain? You know, it's some people out there. Come on, guys. We got 125 viewers, 35 likes.
Hit that like button like now. You should have hit it yesterday.
Hit it. $1 is a lot of zeros. I know. Imagine. Oh, man, Atopi. I always butcher his name. I butcher everyone's name. But if Radiant went to $1, he'd be swimming in Lambos. He'd be swimming in Lambos. He's like a top 10 holder. It's insane. It's insane. He has a big stash of Radiant ready for that. So if we went to $1, that'd be awesome. So I'm seeing $1. Like, I don't know. I don't really want to say $1. If that hits $1, that'd be freaking awesome. But come on, let's get some numbers here that you guys really think. 6 cents, 10 cents, 15 cents might be a decent one. 15 cents. Let's try that. Let's try 15 cents. Let's see. Do you guys, oh my gosh. This is the fun part about guessing altcoin season. Everyone's always panicking in bear markets. Oh, the price is crashing, this. It seems like everyone forgets how the cycles work in the currencies. And next year, things are going to be freaking insane. Yes. How's it happen? Where's all this magic money come from? I have no freaking idea. All I know is it happens every single freaking time since 2013. So let's take a look at this. 15, is that what you said? 15 cents? Yeah, 15 cent Radiant. Woo-wee. All right. I don't know if I even want to do this. This is insane. 15 cent Aletheum. Bam. I'm just going to copy this across the board now. 15 cent or Aletheum. Why am I saying Aletheum? This is Radiant. 15 cent Radiant. Okay. Oh my gosh. Do you guys see this? So here's the Dragonball miner. Like, say you got it day one. You're the first one to turn it on. Say everyone else was broken for 24 hours or something. You would get $10,000. That means if you mine for one day, hodled it, and Radiant hits 15 cents, that is 10 grand. That pretty much ROI'd in one day. One freaking day. If this goes to 15 cents. Now, obviously, that's with 50 going online and stuff still. So let's just say 200, like the first batch. That's still 4,800. That's technically an ROI in like little over 2 days. That's pretty insane. And then with 500 online, that's going to drop down to $2,300. Wow. Like, look at the market. Look at that. Look at the daily emissions here. That's like about where Kaspa's at. If Radiant hits 15 cents based on the emissions right now, that's $1.3 million that it dished out in 24 hours. That it would have been paying at the current, block rewards and everything like that. So that's where the future comes. That's where the hodling, does come in to make that money. Now look at that freaking RX0 here. Right now, obviously $1,300 a day. It ROIs in less than a day. If 50 of these miners come online, $829 is still ROIs in a day. Now, remember, we're expecting 200 to 500 in first batch. Some people's obviously going to have theirs in the mail a couple days sooner, sometimes a week sooner. And the very first guy is going to be laughing his head off being, yes, freaking awesome. But, 200 to 500 of these things online, you're still making $191 a day. 191. So what did we say the price was right now? What was the price right now? Let's take a look at this. RXD. Oh, I love making these spreadsheets. They're so awesome. 0.0018. So 0.0018. I just want to kind of look at the difference. Copy, put this down here. 0.0018. So yeah. So this is right now compared to possible 15 cent rate. Look at the difference here. $2.30 versus $191. So that's the same thing when you kind of look at GPU mining. When you look at CPU mining, yeah, you're making 20 cents after power, 30 cents after power, whatever. But when these spikes happen in the network, it's just insane. If you have that coin and you're really waiting and you sell at the right time, that's insane. $2.30 is what it could look like. And everyone's going to be crying, oh my gosh, this thing is not making anything, blah, blah, blah. And then 6 months later, what if Radiant hits 15 cents and you were hodling the whole time? That means every day you were mining at $2.30, you're actually making $191 each one of those days. So, wow, that's freaking insane. That's pretty insane. Now, that's if it hits 15 cents. That's if it hits 15 cents. Do you guys think it's going to hit 15 cents? 100 watts at 12 cent power is on 28 cents a day. If it hits $1, my bag will be worth 1 million. You guys want to look at $1? Like, oh my gosh. I don't even know. Let's put in $1. Oh my gosh. Let's put in $1. $1 Radiant. Oh my gosh. Look at $1 Radiant, guys. And look, the emissions is 9.2 million, which is still not even half of what Ethereum was if Radiant goes to $1. That's pretty insane. But holy crap. If Radiant goes to $1 with 500 of all those freaking miners online, it's still $1,200 day. Oh, I accidentally did this. I don't want to do that one. Control Z. There we go. That one's back. So 230 to 1200. $8,949 is what it'd be making right now on an RX0. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. Could you just imagine? Absolutely imagine. At $1. Oh, yeah, for sure. The difficulty would be way higher. The thing is, that's the one thing we don't like. When it comes to GPUs and CPUs and stuff, when those coins spike, people start buying them like crazy. But when it comes to the ASIC side of things, there's only the amount available based on how many they manufactured. So, you know, these miners go on sale, they're sold out. They go on sale, they're sold out. So when the coin spikes, there's a good chance they're sold out. So the hash rate's actually not going to pick up until after the fact. Now, after the fact, imagine if, you know, Radiant even goes to, you know, 15 cents like we showed, the profits were insane. These miners are going to cost like, well, obviously there's going to be new generations coming out as well, probably by then, within the next 6 months or so. But these miners are going to be like 10 times the price. Like right now we're thinking $800 a freaking RX0 that's making freaking $12,000 to $2,000 a day. That thing's going to be costing you $5,000. Like people are probably going to be selling their miners at that point, being like, yeah, buy it up. I'm done. I got my coins. Like that's the difference between all these things. These miner prices are going to go crazy, stupid high as well. That's also when people also just FOMO into things because they see the high profitability numbers. So they buy the miners. Little do they know when it does come to altcoin season stuff, it doesn't last very long. So we're going to see ASIC manufacturers pumping the crap out of stuff at this point in time right here because the price is so high. Obviously, you know, if this is at 15 cents, it's way up here and stuff. But the point is, it's going to be, the peak's going to hit and it's going to be on the way down. And this is when people are going to be FOMOing in at this stage here. And now they're going to be stuck for this for the entire 4 years. And it goes for pretty much any altcoin out there. That's just how the market works. Like we can look at Ravencoin and everything else, like the exact same thing. Like look at Ravencoin. It's been, you know, a pumped up altcoin for a long time, but it does the same thing. So here you can see it took a pump from February 3rd. Look at this. February, Ravencoin went to its all-time high in February. February 3rd, it pumped up to 22 cents. So from the 3rd to the 20th. So there we can see it was pretty much a 17-day pump. It did some dips and stuff, and then it really started coming down on the 6th. So it lasted here for about 1 month, and then it was just downhill from there. And now we're just waiting for it to happen again. This is altcoin season. Bull runs like Bitcoin are totally different. Let's look at Bitcoin. This is a bull run for Bitcoin. Altcoin seasons do not do this. Alts don't do this at all. So here, if we look at, you know, the solid trend here, bam, we're going to come this way, go all the way to here. And here is, you know, 2021. There's 2020. So 2021 start right here. And this is what's coming here. So you can see the end of 2020, December, everything was kind of flat. And then it really started picking up right there. Boom. This is what we're waiting to happen at the end of this year. And then we're in that bull run where Bitcoin stays at a decent price for pretty much the entire year and halfway through 2022. This is the bull run. Altcoins do not see this. By the time Bitcoin is peaked in here around November of next year, all the altcoins that we've been mining, majority of them would have peaked somewhere in this area. So you're going to have to be ready to cash that in because by the time Bitcoin peaks, you know, most of our altcoins are down and done, and you got to wait another 4 years. And meanwhile, you know, there are some late bloomers. I believe Flux actually happened in January after all this, if I remember correctly. So if we look at Flux's peak, it was a late bloomer here, and it peaked in... yeah, January 4th of 2022. So Bitcoin was peaked up right in this area right here, and Flux's all-time high actually came after Bitcoin already started to come down. So there are some rare cases where some coins are late bloomers, but most of those altcoins will spike before Bitcoin does hit that. And they're all just up, down, and then you're waiting for 4 years. There's no bull run for the altcoins. So all the ASIC manufacturers and stuff, and Cadena, and when they're super expensive, the Cadena will probably be a prime example to show you what's going to happen with those ASICs. Oh yeah, they changed their symbol. I was like, where's Cadena? But they have a different symbol now. I was like, what the heck is that? So as you can see, Cadena spiked, and it was being talked about all over the place. It went from like freaking 31 cents upwards to $22. 31 cents to $22. That is insane. And then this is when everyone was buying the miners right here. Everyone was buying the miners on the whole way down, and they were expensive. I believe the Gold Shell KD box at this time was like $4,000. The first KD box from Gold Shell was like $4,000, guys, and people are buying it in this time frame because this just happened. So the FOMO drive is absolutely crazy. Now that miner's like $50. So it's insane. And that's what happens with ASIC hardware and most hardware when you get that, is this is when all the pump phase is going to be happening. All the hash rate's going to be coming in at this point in time. And in theory, you should already be done, gone, out of the coin when that actually happens. So it's going to be insane. Nerd Things, thank you for the US $2. Stop it, you're giving me FOMO. Well, I'm just trying to go over the markets, you do your own thing, but yeah, things are looking awesome. Vertcoin to the moon. Rud Putt says Vertcoin to the moon. Where's Retro Mike? He's in the Vertcoin. We got Candy Yang there. Anyone still mining on Ethash algo? Yes, I am. I got some Ethash action happening. Octa.Space to the moon. That's one coin I'm hoping does freaking amazing. Right now, you can see my rewards. Oh, they're going up. People must be quitting. I shouldn't have showed anyone this. So, like, what was it? 5-6 months ago, you can see my workers here. I got all them Jazz miners and Ipolos and stuff. We got the X16 happening here, the X4Q, X4U, the ETC minis, all that. All that's just rocking. Entire time, Octa.Space, go to the moon. But right now I'm at 6.3. Like 6 months ago, and not many people were mining. You're getting like 30 to 50 coins a day. They have some halvings and stuff. And then the hash rate started picking up as the price. Octa.Space started going over $2 and stuff. Hash rate picks up, and obviously it's coming down quite a bit here. And I'm only making 6.3. There were times I was only at 3.8 to 4 coins, but I just said, forget it. I'm leaving it because in theory, Octa.Space is another one that maybe has the chance to see $20 or something. So in theory, right now, if Octa does see, like $20, I'm making $120 a day, even though it looks like crap right now. And then on top of that, we also got ZIL happening here, which is going to be moving to proof of stake later. So we're also mining on most of those with the old ZIL side of things. So if we go to rewards here, we look at ZIL. I'm only at 92 ZIL a day. That's been coming down quite a bit. End of the year, ZIL is supposed to be done, moving the full proof of stake, no more mining. We'll see what happens as that gets closer. I haven't looked into it a while to see if that's still their strategy, but I'm assuming it is. But if we go back to the ZIL price, look at this. Let's go to ZIL price here. Scrolling back, let's go to ZIL. See it. I think it peaked around, what, 23 cents or something last bull run? So yeah, last bull run here, 2021, it hit 23.7. 23.7 cents. Now, I don't even care if it hits the all-time high again, but if it gets close to it, I'm happy. So let's just look at this. So 92 right now. So 92 times 0.23 cents. That's $21 a day on ZIL alone that we've been mining for the past how many years. So in theory, let's just times that by, 365. That's over $7,700 a year that this is, and we're making a lot more. It used to be mining like 250 to 300 ZIL a day. A lot more people are mining ZIL, and I don't know if the rewards change or anything, but we're making way more ZIL before. So just based on the 92 right now, that's over 7,000 a day. ZIL alone will probably cover the cost of every one of these miners that I have running here, and then Octa.Space is just going to be the gravy. So that's more of the things that, we look at coming into the big, altcoin season. Will it happen? We don't know exactly for sure it will happen, but that's our hopes because that's the time when all these coins pump. So it's going to be very interesting. Ethash, I think Ethash is no one's really talked about it. Ever since ETH went to POS, there are some pretty good coins on the Ethash algorithm. And we've just been stuck in the Kaspa train, a Lithium train, and now it's the Radiant train with these ASICs. I think Ethash miners are being kind of the underdog and stealthed in the background. I really think they are probably something. They are a miner that probably, home miners probably should have one of those just hanging out in the background. It's pretty efficient. The X44s are going to be releasing sometime next year, and they look absolute beast mode. But yeah, pretty crazy stuff. Meanwhile, Ipolo is going to have new ones come out this year. Yeah, Candy. I got a message from them on Telegram there a couple months ago, and they said they're working on a new product. And I asked them what it was, and they said they're still trying to do the R&D process. So they're testing it. They're trying to figure out what they're going to get and, the chips and stuff like that. So yes, Ipolo is working on a new product. It's going to be very interesting. The sad thing is Ipolo is almost like the gold shell of Ethash. They kind of lag behind in terms of the efficiency and stuff, but hopefully they do kind of, do something pretty good here. Obviously, it comes down to coin prices and efficiencies and things like that, but we'll see what happens. They are definitely working on something new. What do we got here? Grabbing a new 7900X for 280. Sale this week. Nice, nice. At least ETC is listed on top exchanges. Yeah, that's another thing. ETC, I got a decent size of that too. ETC is another one that could do good things. Where the heck is my price stuff? Oh, here we go. What's ETC at? What did it peak at before? Ethereum Classic. Now if we come into the all, this thing did peak at what? $118. So yeah, if we could see at least $118, that'd be pretty nice. I'm not sure what you're mining right now. I haven't mined ETC for a while, but I do have a couple hundred stashed away in a locked vault somewhere. But yeah, but ETC is another one. It does follow bull runs. Like this stuff might not look like much, but look in 2017. It was only $1.19, $1.23, $1.93 and stuff here. And then look what happened, 2018, oh, that was a late bloomer in that one. So 2017, middle, little after, $42. So this went from a little over $1 to $42. That is huge. That's like a 38x gain from there. And then here we saw ETC go from 530, 523, 560 something, upwards to 118. So what is that? 118 divided by 538, say. That's a 21x right there. So imagine if we could 21x from now. Let's see, 17.5. If we 20x'd, that's $350. If ETC would do a 20x this bull run or this altcoin season, that's a $350. Now, usually the spikes aren't getting as big as a lot of them do, so we might not see a 20x, but if we can see, maybe a 10x or something from here, that's $175. That's still higher than the last all-time high, so it's actually not too bad. So, hopes are high for all these coins. Hopefully they do something. Remember, everyone... I remember looking at old Panda videos a while back from when he was mining in 2017, 2018, 2019 or something like that with Ethereum. He had a Polaris 580 rig. It was only making 30 cents after power, but it was profitable. At this time frame, 4 years ago, GPUs were pretty popular right now. Everyone was jumping into GPUs, slowly building up at this point in time, and we're not really seeing that anymore. I really think GPUs are going to have a very rough cycle this time around. It's not going to be very good. They're probably going to be one of the least profitable hardware in this entire cycle. It's mostly due to the fact that Ethereum really did hurt them. They left, and there's just too much hardware out there. That's just the facts that there's just too many of them. I think this is a reset. 2029 will probably see GPU mining come back again. New GPUs will be needed and so on for efficiencies. But just looking back at all these things, Ethereum was making like 30, 40 cents after power on a Polaris rig, and Panda was mining like 2 to 3 Ethereum a day. So imagine that. You have like 4 to 6 card for RX 580s mining 2 to 3 Ethereum a day when it was only like $40 to $50, right? And then you're all of a sudden Ethereum pumped to like over $4,000, and all the miners, you had like 1 gigahash, 2 gigahash, wasn't even mining like a half Ethereum a day anymore because that hash rate went so freaking high. You're getting like 0.01 Ethereum, but it was freaking awesome because the price was so high, you were making bank. And that's what it is, bear market mining versus bull run altcoin season mining. Is all the hash rate comes in, your yields tank to nothing. Absolutely nothing. You can mine in an altcoin season peak when all the hash rate moves in, it'll take you probably 2 years, if that hash rate and difficulty stayed the same, to mine the same amount as a bear market in like 1 or 2 days. Like that's the differences in how bad hash rate hits things, and things are a lot worse. That's why you stack your coins in times like right now. So when that season comes, you can cash out and you can pay for your entire next 4 years worth of power from mining, through that bear market and stuff. So it's gonna be pretty crazy. ETC is a decent coin, but so slow to mine. Well, that's because the hash rate has been gaining hash rate. It's a higher difficulty. A lot of jazz miners and things are on there. So that's why you're not getting very many coins. But if ETC, if you're worried about yields right now, you haven't seen anything yet. If ETC just does a 10x, if it goes to $170, $200 plus, you're only going to be making like 0.0001 ETC a day. If you're making like 0.001 now or 01 or whatever, divide that by like 100, and that's what you're going to be getting. You're going to see a lot more zeros per day there. It might look profitable because the price is up there, but you're not going to be getting anything for yield. So right now is still a way better time to be mining ETC, Octa.Space, all those other coins, because when they spike, you're not going to be getting any coins. I'm holding my ETC and ETC POW. Yeah, I still got all my ETC POW also. I still got all that. See if it does anything. We'll see. That's an up in the air one. That's my 3 years experience with Ethash miner sales. What is it? Hold till the next ETC halving or swap to Bitcoin. That's your experience. That's what you've been doing. Holding my ETC there. ETC is actually building in the background. It may surprise a few in the coming months. Oh yeah, for sure. They're definitely been active, and yeah, I really hope it's there. The major thing for ETC is the exchanges. MEXC, I do believe, dropped the confirmations quite a bit, but a lot of the exchanges, they haven't dropped that confirmation ever since they got attacked there a few years back. It's been like, what, 4 or 5 years now? Confirmations are extremely high. It takes forever to send coins to anybody, and it's up to them. I asked the ETC one time, I said, hey, you guys ever going to drop, because I don't know how this works and stuff, you ever going to drop, the confirmation? And they said, ask the exchanges, talk to them. They're the ones doing it. So ETC said it's all on the exchanges. They need to drop those confirmations so that it's faster to send it. Sending the ETC to wallet and stuff, it's fast. It's just like sending Ethereum stuff. It gets there in, a minute or so. But as soon as you try to send it to an exchange, they want, like, depending on the exchange, some are down to like 400 confirmations, 500. Some are still like over 1,000, which takes like 12 hours. Like, it's stupid. So the exchanges really need to kind of lighten up finally. Like, it's over. There's way more hash rate than there used to be. It's going to be a lot harder to attack with all these jazz miners and everything on it. So it's really up to the exchanges to drop that down. What do we got here? Oh, there's Scafer. Scafer made it over there. You got Rio6969 made it over there. That's awesome. Yeah, for sure. It's a sticking point and put some off, I guess. Yeah, for sure. That confirmations is bad. But I think ETC, if the exchanges actually start doing that, it will start to see more volume and stuff start shipping in. But yeah, for sure. ETC has been building. That's a major thing when you look at coins. Have they been building? A lot of coins continue to build. Again, I don't follow the blockchains and stuff like that much. But, you see the odd tweet here and there and stuff like that. And yeah, if you continue to build, that means your project isn't dead. It doesn't matter how bad people talk about something, but if you continue to build in and develop your project, it's not a dead project. It continues to grow. Sell the Bitcoins and buy Peppy. Oh, man. Buy Peppy. The hash rate would need to go up by around 5x to get where ETH had. To get what ETH had. Yeah, ETH had a lot. ETH had a lot. I have my GPU. Where is it? Where's my GPU one? GPU. I always lose that one. How do I? Come on, there's GPU here somewhere. Best GPUs. Yeah, Ethash. Come on, where's GPUs? GPUs. Oh, right here. Here's GPUs. So looking at this sheet here, this is Ethereum. So you can see Ethereum here and here. There's two of them. One was at like its all-time high and peaks and stuff, and the other one was when it's just kind of. It was a better one that you can. Oh no, not that one. All right, so we'll look at this one. So here's when Ethereum was about $4,500. There was, I don't even know what this is. Pretty much 1 petahash or something. Pretty much hit the network here. A lot of hash rate. And here was Ethereum just prior to when it went to POS, and it had like 854 terahash or something like that, just shy of a petahash still. But look at the amount. Ethereum only at 1,635 was $21.974 million. $21.9 million is what Ethereum was paying out just prior to the merge there. And, profitability was dropping. Profits at this level just before the merge, a 3070 was only making $1.22. It's only making $1.22 a day, even though it's a single 3070. You stack them up, it adds up fast. Ethereum was awesome. Just imagine right now, we wish we could get $1.22 on one of your GPUs and stuff right now. There's AI applications that is actually doing it, but it costs a lot more build. It uses a lot more power. You totally got to revamp your power and infrastructure for the amount of seats. It's just, it can be a pain to revamp everything into that unless you own a data center. But we're talking about home miners here. Home miners, it's a lot harder. Everyone just says, oh, just do this. This is profitable. Do this. But like, you really got to cater. We're here for the home miners, and you can't just, we don't own data centers. We don't own this. We can't just fire up 10,000 watts of power out of nowhere and convert everything over to single rigs and throw up all these epics and things. That home miners don't do that. It's not about that. You might fire up a couple and that's it. So, No, these are things that, I think a lot of other channels should start accounting for as well, instead of just saying, do this, because that's not the way it works. We're home miners. Elon Musk isn't watching my channel to see how to set up his frickin' AI platform. Hut 8 isn't coming to see what the coolest next ASIC is looking like. Of course not. Those companies could care less what we're doing. They know what they're doing. So, we're here to help and cater and bring information to home miners. And a lot of it has to do with efficiencies and powers. And we just don't have unlimited resources, and infrastructure is a major issue for a lot of people at home. So anyway, moving forward, 61 mega hash power again. That was $1.56, so $1.22 profit after power. And before that, we could see $3, and I believe, this was a 3060 Ti 3070. So at the peak there, it was $3.88 is what you're getting. And look at this. Look how many coins you're getting. This is how many coins a single 3070 was getting. 0.00014 at the peak. And remember, Pat, I just finished saying 6 Polaris cards or something like 580s, like 2 months before it pumped, was mining 2 to 3 Ethereum a day. And now you have a single 3060 Ti, 0.0001414, hardly getting any coins, but it was super profitable because, the price was so high. That's where, the yields. Now is the yields, guys. Right now is when you get them yields. Next year, and when things pump, technically you don't even have to mine. Yes, you're getting a crap ton of fiat for it. You can just sell it daily type of thing. But you're not getting any yields compared to what you're getting right now. It's absolutely insane. So, yeah, pretty crazy on, how everything does play out. Yes, you can build a nuclear power reactor. Easy math. Easy math. No problem. Get it done. Piece of cake. Did you get a E300? Did I get one? No, I don't have it. They went private or something on me. I had to send it back. Do they have a new E300 coming? More than 20% of all cards on Hivon are still RX 480s and other Polaris cards. Witness, that's true and false at the same time. Let's take a look at that and I'll show you why. Now, most of the cards on AMD is right, but majority of the cards are actually NVIDIA on HiveOS. So it's a small percentage of cards that are the top. Let's just look at the Hive stats. HiveOS statistics. Let's take a look at the statistics here. I haven't looked at this for a while anyway, so it'll be interesting. So we come into here. So AMD models, we can see 18%, yes, is the RX 580s. But if you look at the brands, 80% of all the GPUs is NVIDIA. Only 20% of the GPUs on HiveOS is that. So out of the RX 580s are 18% of only 20% of the GPUs. So it isn't really that many. Like in theory, let's just take look at the 3070, for example. 12% is probably, all of these cards right here is more than all of these ones put together. Just for the 3070 alone. This is probably one of the most popular GPUs ever when it came to crypto mining, was the 3070. So there aren't that very many in theory, but based on AMD, yes, they are the majority of all the cards based on the AMD being used. But not too many people use that. Now, miners and GPUs, it looks like XMRig New is the top miner everyone's using, dual mining with that CPU, whatever. What do we got here for coins? We got Zealous is still in first, Zeph is in second, XMR. Look at that, it's all... Well, this is combo GPU, CPU, but I figure, I think this is mostly GPU now. CPUs can't really compete on Zealous right now compared to the GPUs unless you got free power. We got crazy. We got Zeph in second here. We got XMRs in the top there. We got BTC is in 7% there. And then we got Raven, Cubic, Dynix, Zild, Cubic. Cubic is an interesting one. Have you guys been following frickin' Cubic? Like, seriously, what the is Cubic doing? I was going to make a video on that, but I didn't because I don't even know what to say about it. Like, do I have my Discord open? I just want to see. Like, oh my gosh. Let's take a look at this. What do we got here? Let's go into Cubic. So let's go to their announcements. We're going to come into here. And where did they start it? Oh, right here. So look at this. from tomorrow. So this already happened. They said this on Tuesday. As we know, the epoch changes every Wednesday. They adjust the algo and things are always different. So for this week is now live doing this here, but this Wednesday, this is what happened. So from tomorrow, just before it went live, but Cubic will start using 50% of the mining power. So only 50% will be mining Cubic, you know, of all your rigs. And then while leaving the other 50% idle to trial how the network can manage this. This will be used to determine if 50% can be used to mine Cubic, while the other 50% can be used for other purposes such as mining other coins. They're turning into a freaking botnet. Like they're straight up saying, hey guys, you're only going to be mining for 50%, but we're going to use your power for free to mine other coins. And we're going to buy, and look at right here, it says, and then he says selling computational power. So then they're going to sell your stuff and not give you any money for it. Running AI programs and not giving you any money for it. Big data solutions, not give you any money for it. Narrow AIs, and again, not give you any money for it. So there has been no definitive decision taken on what to do with the idle mining energy provided the trial is successful, but considering that selling computational power is chosen, we'll be in a position to sell this power and market buy Cubic. So they want to turn off the network for 50% of the time so that they can use your hardware to mine other coins so they can buy Cubic. What? Like, why are people still mining this? And then it's like no one's seen this announcement. And then the day of the epoch, everyone's like, oh, how come I'm only mining? How come I mined for an hour and now it's off and I can't get connected? Blah, 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 blah. And oh my gosh, such a headache. Like, you can't make this stuff up. This is insane. Like, I want to make a video, and that's how I wanted to open it. Guys, I got a coin for you. What if I told you you can mine it on CPUs and it's going to be freaking awesome? But then in a week, it's going to move to GPUs. And then a week from there, you're going to need a crap ton of RAM, and it's going to move back to CPUs. But then we're going to move it right back to GPU mining only. I don't know how you're going to build for this coin ever, but eventually we're also going to shut the network off 50% of the time. That way we can mine other coins with your hardware. So like that's how the intro of my video is going to be. I was thinking about making this and stuff. And yeah, this is just people would not believe this stuff if it came true, but yet for some reason, this has been like a major, awesome, best coin in the world type of thing, and it is absolutely messed right up. Like, I don't understand what's happening. That is freaking absolutely crazy. What are they doing? I have no idea. I have zero idea what they're doing. Like, this is worse than early Dynex and every other coin. This is probably like, I don't know. It's insane. Absolutely insane. Anyway, I've got RX 580s on the running 19 hours a day, getting cheap power rate, avoided peak power times of day. Yeah, see, some people can get away with that. Some people have very cheap power and off times, and their power is very expensive in, you know, peak hours. So you can get away with decently cheap power in that. Like myself, I don't have that. It's the same price all the time. But, you know, some people that do have that obviously try to take advantage of every little bit you can. Yes, Raven, let's go. Yes, you can make it up. You see it's happening. Very smart thing to do. Yeah, like, hi, we're going to publicly tell you we're pretty much putting together our own botnet. Please participate. And people are participating. Like, oh my gosh. What? That's crazy. That's insane. That's insane. All right. So anyway, guys, what do we got here? We got Fundweiser Priority, Scaper. There you are. Checking everything out. They are the rug master. Craziness. So we've been here for quite some time, guys. I might go live on my gaming channel later because a new map arrived on Ark Survival Evolved, Aberration. And I might go play some games for the rest of the day and relax. So if you guys want to check out Rabid Gaming, we'll go live. We can still talk about some stuff, but we're going to be playing games. So that could be a thing. But anyway, I do appreciate everyone for showing up for this live stream. I will see you on the next one. If you guys want any of those ASIC miners, links obviously are in that description to my website, Rabid Mining, ASIC miners, and crypto wallets with discount codes and stuff. Check it out, and, you know, hopefully it can save you some money if you're looking at them. Anyway, guys, I'll see you on the next one.
Rabid out.